Set up your airbrush studio with Spraygunner.
Spiky bits.
Welcome back, hobby maniacs. I'm Baer from SpikyBits.com, and today we're going to check out the no-name spray booth from Spraygunner. They sent this over to us to check out, and we did a video on a similar one that might be the name brand version of this, hint hint, about 4 or 5 years ago. And well, let's just say it hasn't aged well. I have destroyed it, but that was on purpose. But I'll show that to you, and we'll take a look at this bad boy right here, which is also portable. So Spraygunner.com is your source for all sorts of airbrushing supplies, anything you need from an airbrush to a compressor to hoses to fittings, cleaning solutions, and of course, very own spray booth as well. Always check out the final sale page. Sometimes they have some really discounted stuff that's, when I do these videos, I always pop in and check them out ahead of time. But if you know exactly what you're looking for, you can just search it here, or you can kind of browse through their menu over here on the right. Now today, we're gonna take a look at this bad boy, which I just showed you, which breaks down and opens up into all sorts of different things. It comes with a whole lot of extra accessories, from a rotating station to a this little setup here so you can actually blow the exhaust out your window. And there's a couple different solutions of how to actually, if you can't reach the window or you're kind of landlocked inside of a particular room, to also still protect yourself but filter it through the spray booth itself. And I'll talk about that probably at the end of this video as well. So $99 plus shipping to your door. Now remember too, all the no name brand stuff from Spraygunner, that's all backed by them. So if you have any issues with it, even if it isn't a no-name brand, even if you buy a branded airbrush from them, you have an issue with it, hit them up. They'll take care of it for you. If you have to send it back and they have to do maintenance, you can send it to them and send it to the manufacturer. So always have confidence in the stuff you're buying. I've had nothing but very, very good interactions with them and any of my customer service queries. So I can't say enough good things about the folks over there. And remember, they test all this stuff in-house too before they ship it out to you on the no-name side. So here's kind of a look behind the scenes here at the studio. Generally, you don't see this far back, but I just wanted to show you kind of the similarities between the product I'm about to show you and the product that is existing. This is the actual branded spray booth from Spraygunner. This one, I think they also sell as well, but I wouldn't recommend it, to be quite honest. I have broken off on purpose the whole hinge work that filters the air into the actual filter, and when the fan's going and stuff, which is right there. I broke that because I didn't like the design of it. It was very hard to use and very hard to set up, and it was flimsy, and I accidentally cracked one of them myself. So I didn't like the design of the old one, first off, right off the bat. Now, this particular, it looks like the casing and everything is the same. I'm not sure about the power supply or any of the buttons or any of the functionality of it. But just keep this in mind. I've had this for about 5 years, and it's weathered pretty much the storm for the most part. And I've got a little bit of particulate built up on the underneath, but on the outside, it's held strong, and it's stayed true the whole 5 years I've had it. Besides the stuff that I purposely broke off so I could actually record content here at the studio. So here's how easy it is to set up your own airbrush studio at home. You want to pick an area where you think you'll have plenty of ventilation and plenty of room to use your airbrush. We're going to hook up the actual hose to this window out here for airbrushing. So we got it going out into the patio. Obviously, check with your significant other or your parents before you do something silly like this, because you don't want to ruin all the nice things out there. But that being said, there's some really cool features about this particular unit that I've already noticed. So first off, it is going to have a retractable area for the power plug. So you can't see it right here, but as soon as we flip this out, you're going to see that. It has a really nice robust fan on the back. Of course, you got your on-off switch. You got high, or fan and light, and then fan as well right here, and retractable cord button as well for the cord. Now there's some goodies inside, but it also comes with this hose that you're going to hook up. It went together pretty easily. You want to go over top of it. Because of the ridging, it should be a problem, but I mean, obviously flow going through this could potentially come out of these cracks, but the ridges and everything should prevent that for the most part. And then it's going to hook into the back here, which we'll show you pretty easily because of the clasp. So it's super simple to set it up. You just flip down the front. It's that easy. Like the old version was super terrible. This one just flips right up, and there's these little locking nubs right here, so they're gonna lock in. So those are your breakable parts. Be very careful with those, but they seem pretty large and resilient, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And then your instruction manual and your little turntable here, which actually has some suction cups on the back, which I thought was pretty neat. So it will stay very well attached to the bottom here. Now this is translucent, so you can see through it for the most part. Well, not see through it, but it's gonna give you additional light. And then look right there, you've got the light that we're gonna hook up. Now that this is down, you can see that the power plug is now visible. We can pull this out and actually hook this up and get this thing going. So we're gonna do that. Now that we've got it plugged in, we can sample the lights and the suction power of this bad boy right here. So first off, we're gonna flip this, and that's gonna activate the fan only. Pretty robust. It's definitely, wow, it is definitely pulling through some serious, it's way better than my other one. I don't know what it's rated at, but that is pretty significant. And then we'll turn it on the light. And I don't think this light is definitely designed to give you only the light to paint by. This is going to be a supplement to kind of negate the effects of not being able to get any light in here. So you're still going to need your normal lights wherever they may be, and they should come through this because it's translucent, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But seems pretty solid so far as usability and ease of use. Now, one of the things you can do if you want to attach the hose and you want to put it in your window right here, I'll show you how to do that in a second, but you don't necessarily have to. I've been using mine with a filter on the back for a number of years. So all we did was we just attached, through the magic of duct tape, 2 filters on the back of ours, which you can see right here. I just pulled it down from my paint desk. So it has been, yeah, they haven't even gotten through. I've been using that for about 3 or 4 years now. So if you don't have the option, although you should, in most cases, put the hose out the window so your exhaust is not staying inside your room. But it's super easy to hook up when you're ready to do it. Just find an applicable window and pinch that down in it. You can go all the way out, you can go more out. If you find that you're having spray come back in the window, it might be a good idea, regardless, depending on your weather, if it's too cold or too hot, just stuff some towels in here to make 100% seal between the window and whatnot. And then we're gonna hook this up to the back right here. Attaching it is super easy. Just use the clasps right here. You pinch these and then kind of undo some of the fold right here until you get it over the exit port, and then all you do is just, well, it popped off because I didn't let it go, but all you do is just release the pressure on that and it will pinch it into place. It was obviously already there, but that being said, that way the spray or the fumes, the exhaust, is going into this and not out the seam right here. So it's very easy to do. You just have to undo some of this at the end. And finally, if you're in a pinch for a new filter right here, depending on what you're doing, you can just pull this out and, believe it or not, get you a pitcher and fill this up with some purple power or simple green. Simply dunk this in it and allow it to sit overnight, and then pour it all out, and it will completely clean your filter off. It's very easy to do. I've done it multiple times with this same filter here, but eventually you are going to want to replace it because, as you might notice over the years, this one has shrunk quite a bit. It started out blue just like this, and well, let's just say I'm probably due for a new one. But in a pinch, that will definitely work. So that's it for this one. Make sure to head on over to spraygunner.com and pick up this really sweet spray booth, $99.99 currently. I don't know if that's the price when you watch the video, but regardless, I think it's a great value, and it's way better with all the accessories and even the LED lights, the much better spray trap right here. It's just better all the way around than what I've been working with for the past 4 or 5 years right there. So check them out, spraygunner.com. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our videos.